Hello you beautiful people and welcome to today's video. In this video we'll see me paint with gouache again, finally, after a long while. I wanted to paint again since such a long time, but I just I just couldn't muster up the energy to do it. But with the sun coming out and spring around the corner, like, you know, it's good for our mental health. I feel a bit refueled and I picked back up the brush to paint. And first of all, in this painting, I just sketched out my my motive, and then I put down a layer of pink because I've seen very many artists do that recently, and I wanted to try that for myself. But honestly, it didn't make too much of a difference to me, because, you know, well, gouache is an opaque medium and you can't really see what's underneath. I don't really think that the pink shines through the paint, so I don't know, maybe I made a mistake. And if you know a bit about this technique, because I've seen people using it with acrylics, and I don't know if acrylics are less opaque than gouache. Maybe I made a mistake, and if you know if I did, please let me know in the comments. I would love to learn, because people say like putting down a layer of pink is the best thing ever, and your colors pop very much and they look so much different in the end. But I held it like next to, I put it next to another painting after I was done, and it was not that much of a difference, to be honest. And yeah, I don't know, with watercolors it's a whole different animal because they are translucent. Well, duh. But like I felt like I did not feel like it made a difference. Like I've made washes with watercolors, and obviously, as I said, they are translucent. Like the under wash will shine through the paint, but with gouache, that's pretty much opaque the way I use it. I don't know. So yeah, first of all, or no, second of all, I made a point already. So I think personally, maybe I need to change my technique a bit. Honestly, I don't know. I want to make more gouache paintings again because the process itself is very relaxing and satisfying. But like in this case, I don't know. I just feel like everything I paint with gouache looks the same, mostly because I did landscapes in the past, I think. And I mostly use the same greens and purples, and maybe it's also because I just have this arteza set and it has these colors that are easy to use and very convenient, so I always grab for the same colors that appeal to me. And I don't know if I like that, because I feel like, as I said, like every painting looks a bit like the same. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I need to change up my my technique with gouache, because I painted from dark to light, which is something that I never do. It's like the opposite of what I would do with markers and watercolors, obviously, which are the mediums that I use the most, and also with color pencils, of course. Like I don't know if it's the right technique for me, because I feel like I'm doing too much when it comes to the light layers, and the dark layers just disappear underneath. And like for example, the grass, like I really like the dark layer, but I painted too much of light on top of it, I think, personally. Maybe I'm doing too little, maybe I'm doing too much. I don't know this medium well enough, I think. What I do like about this painting is how the skull turned out. I think the dragon skull, like in the temple in the background, it looks, I really like how the colors look and how like the shadows, and yeah, I like this one. I like the shape of it, but like everything else, I don't know. I want to be positive. I want to say something nice about this painting. I really like that the colors are so bright, like they are in almost all my gouache paintings, but there are just certain things about the technique that just bothered me a bit, but that's part of the process. That's part of how we learn a new medium, and not everything can turn out like we want it to. And in the end, I felt like the painting lacked a certain touch. So you will see, I went in with markers and with acrylic paint markers and color pencils, and I think that this may be the way for me, like maybe doing the layers with gouache a bit differently than I did in this painting, and then going in and adding details with acrylic paint markers and maybe other mediums as well, like colored pencils. Maybe that's something I want to try in the future when I make another gouache painting. And yeah, another obstacle that I faced with this is like I haven't used my arteza gouache in quite a while. I think I did not use them since January 2021, which is too long, obviously. And some of the tubes just dried up. They just went out of order, and I cut them open and squeezed out the tiny bit of paint that was still usable. But like, so I had even less colors to work with, and I don't know if I stored them incorrectly or if I maybe did not close the paint tubes well enough. I'm not sure. But some were really juicy, but some just were crumbly blocks of paint, or like very thick paint pastes, and they were a hassle to use, and I was not happy with that. I have another the exact same set again, so I can replace these tubes easily, so it's fine. I know, before you write a comment, I know that you can reactivate gouache, but it's not the way that I like to use gouache. I tried reactivating dried up arteza gouache paints before, and it was not my cup of tea. They don't get as juicy, in my opinion, and they don't get as opaque as they are when they are fresh out of the tube, and I like using them fresh out of the tube. So yeah, back in the day, when I got these paints, I got one pack for free accidentally, because one just went missing in the mail, and I contacted Amazon where I bought this set, and they sent a replacement. And then weeks after that, like a month, more than a month after that, I think, I don't know, I don't remember because I'm old, my brain is like not working well, and then the lost set turned up in the mail, and I could keep both, so I don't complain. So yeah, I have the tubes to replace them. Also, a lot of these paints that were dried up were half empty, so it's fine, it's okay. Yeah, but like I really want to do more gouache paintings, and I do think that maybe I need to challenge myself and like pick colors blindly, so I don't always stray for the I always grab these same paints, the same paint tubes over and over again, like green and purple and blue, and I don't know, maybe it's just I feel like every artist has their favorite paints, of course, like their favorite colors and color schemes, but I want to branch out a bit more and maybe, maybe, probably, very, very certainly, I should maybe stray away from painting grassy landscapes if I want to change up my color palette. That could be a very, very easy and good solution. So yeah, but I really like the motive overall. I like drawing something that's like in a lost fantasy landscape, and I feel like gouache is one of the mediums that encourages me to draw this kind of stuff, because with other mediums I mostly stay in my comfort zone and draw like my characters standing in a city or something or sitting in their living room or floating in nothingness with a square of color in my sketchbook. And but because I'm so unfamiliar with gouache, I'm more likely to paint something that I wouldn't usually draw with other mediums. Does that even make sense? I don't even know. So yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of video left, because I'm recording this voiceover separately from my video, because I cannot watch a sped up video and record at the same time on my computer. So I don't know if there's a lot of painting left, but if there is a lot of painting left, I will put some nice music on top and you can watch the process. And if there's not a lot of painting left and we're at the end of the video, this is the place where I already thank you very much for watching, and we hear and see each other next time. And until we do that, please do something that makes you happy. Bye from VoiceOver Noobsy. Bye, bye, bye.